Ready.
Ready. Are we live?
We are live.
Yes. Hi, Facebook, and anybody who's checking in. My name is Christina Coley. I am the Cambridge, Newton, and Somerville Program Manager for Science Club for Girls. If you don't know what Science Club for Girls is, we're a Cambridge-based nonprofit organization that works to increase science, technology, engineering, and math literacy and confidence in girls most underrepresented in STEM. And we do this by using free, experiential, hands-on curriculum led by female mentor scientists. And kind of how we do this, so we partner with schools, community-based organizations, colleges, universities to host us for our weekly programs. So we actually are much bigger than Cambridge. We serve around 700 girls each semester in 6 different communities. So we're in Cambridge, Boston, we're also in Somerville starting this spring, we're in Lawrence, Newton, and Brookline. So hopefully being able to expand and meet more girls where they're at. So a little bit about kind of what programs we have. So we have free programs from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. So a girl can really stay with us and experience her identity either in science or as she's being mentored throughout her development. So for our K-5 youngins, we have programs in Cambridge on Tuesdays at the King Open School. We also have programs, K-5 programs at Amigos on Fridays, and then we're also at the Margaret Fuller Neighborhood House in Cambridge on Saturday mornings. And the K-5 clubs really get a deep dive into a certain science topic. So we have curriculum like oceans, where girls actually learn how to dissect a clam, and they learn about filtration and learn about water pollution. We also have a curriculum for 2nd and 3rd grade called Chemistry and Crystals. So they actually get to make their own ornaments using borax and water, and they learn about chemical and physical changes, and they also get to make sorbet at the end, which is really awesome, and girls really love that. So then as 5th graders graduate, we actually have a STEManistas program, which is our 6th through 8th graders, and it's around the engineering design process. So girls get to use the design process to meet certain STEM challenges. So actually right now we're at Moses Youth Center, which is our Cambridge site on Wednesdays, and the girls are just starting a toy maker module where they get to learn about the science behind toys, and they're eventually going to design their own science toy to pitch to younger girls, which is pretty cool. And then as they graduate out of STEManistas, we have a few teen programs. So we have our junior mentoring program, which is where girls in 8th through 12th grade teach back to our younger girls. So they actually get mentored by adult mentor scientists, and then they get to teach back to younger girls about all variety of different science topics. They also get the ability to get paid or do community service, which is pretty cool. And then our other teen program for 8th through 12th graders are what we call challenge teams. So these are really like deep STEM dives. So we have a rocket team where girls actually learn about the physics of rocketry. They build their own rockets and they launch them in a national competition. We have a media team where they learn about science journalism. They actually are making a Bill Nye the Science Guy video on the brain, which is super cool. And they're going to be showcasing that at Cambridge Science Festival. And then we also have a tech team, which is where they learn about mobile app development. And they're part of the international all-girls Technovation Challenge, where they get to pitch an app for social good. And they develop a whole business idea around it and get to pitch it internationally, which is really, really awesome. We made semi-finalists last year, so we have a lot of great teams this year competing. And then hopefully we also did this in the fall. We had a chem team where girls learned about renewable energy. They got to learn about different metals and how they react to solar energy, which is really awesome, so we're hoping to pitch that again in the fall. So we really try to meet girls where they're at developmentally and really get them both to feel confident in science, technology, engineering, or math, and also have the skills as they get older. So we also do not only academic year programs, so let's head down to kind of So we also do programs in the summer. So we have what we call Young Leaders in STEM. So that's through the Cambridge and Boston Summer Youth Employment Program. And it's a 6-week intensive where each week they get a different STEM dive topic. So they get to learn from mentors in that field, and then they teach back to younger girls. We'll also be piloting a new STEManistas middle school summer program working with City Sprouts at Putnam Ave, where girls will learn about biomimicry, and they'll get to learn about evolution and biology, and basically use natural adaptations to make a product for human good. which is pretty awesome. So lastly, before we kind of go inside to like check out what the girls are working on, we are right now at the Moses Youth Center, which also has their own programs for 4th through 12th graders. They do out of school time programming. They also have a sports leadership academy program in the summer, which is pretty awesome. So if you have a young person interested in all different types of sports, they get to try out flag football, soccer, frisbee, swimming. It's a really cool program, so you should definitely check them out. So right now we're going to walk into our 76 Club at Moses Youth. So this club is led by 2 adult mentor scientists. One of them, Beth, she has her PhD in chemistry and she teaches high school chemistry. That's Carrie. Beth is our other mentor scientist who is getting her PhD in bioengineering at MIT. And then Olivia is our junior mentor who's an 11th grader who's interested in biochemistry and engineering. So all leading the charge and getting more girls into STEM. So we're going to check out to see what they're doing with Toy Maker module. They might be a little shy, just FYI, because they're middle schoolers. We're live. So just so everyone knows, so this is a group comprised of 6th through 8th grade girls. They all come from different schools in Cambridge, some of them from Cambridge Street Upper School, some of them from Prospect Hill. So it's really awesome, one, for them to get to see girls at their school in another area and space, but also they get to meet girls from various different schools and get to build friendships here. So right now it looks like they're working on their energy bags. So they basically have different objects and their task is to figure out how to get them to move. So what sort of energy they're going to use, whether it be potential, kinetic, chemical, and all the stuff that we do are in small groups. So that way it really gives girls a more one-on-one with mentors, as you'll see in the purple shirts, and also to build relationships with each other. What?
Can you actually tie the car to this?
No, we don't want you to tie it to it. I think the magnets are over it. You're almost there.
We made it move like from side to side, but we have to make it move from, like we made it move like this way and that way, but we should probably turn it right now.
That's why you guys check it out.
So what are you girls working on? Do you mind?
Show them your flying car. Yeah, show them.
We're making it move.
With your ruler? So
It doesn't really work.
I would love to see it.
We need another elastic.
Show them a prototype. Another elastic.
You got it.
Those like crazy.
No, it's not.
Oh no, did our material snap?
Yeah.
Alright, what was the idea? Even if it didn't come to fruition, what was the idea?
To make the car move. Let's just keep both.
Okay, so how are you going to make it move?
With the rubber band, and we connect the paper clip, and then we move it like that. This still works.
Oh, okay. So now we're redesigning. Awesome use of the design process. Oh, so you use the magnetic force to pull it around.
You maybe want to make it go forward. Yeah. Your person just go reverse, I guess.
Nicely done. And you were just given these materials like without like any idea, and you came up with the idea all on your own. All right, so we're gonna go around. Have they done the exploding? So we haven't done the big, so we're gonna be doing the classic Coke and Mentos physical energy experiment. So I'm sure once they're kind of wrapped up here, we're gonna put goggles on to be safe, and we're gonna head outside and try to get that on live.
Nicole, why is this work important?
Why is this really important?
Yeah,
Great
why do you do what you do?
So the reason we do what we do is because we see really big achievements. So actually 3 out of 100 women who are interested in pursuing STEM in college actually get a STEM degree. And that's really low, 3 out of 100. Like that's really kind of sad if you think about it. And so a lot of what we're doing is for girls, it's really believing that they can do science, technology, engineering, and math. Like starting at age 6, girls and boys both feel like they both feel like girls can't do that. And so we're trying to change that attitude by starting even in kindergarten and really showing girls that yes, you can do it. You can do it, you can even be great at it, and you can explore different options, that it doesn't need to be that you don't need to feel like these things aren't applicable to you because you're a girl. And often we see too that actually most STEM fields pay more equitably in terms of gender. So women actually get paid 90% of the man's dollar in STEM fields. So we're actually really trying to shift not only in terms of diversity, in terms of race and ethnicity in STEM fields, but also economically, that these are actually careers that girls could really prosper from and give back to their community and be able to have a fulfilling and successful life. So that's what matters. So I think we're headed out to do the Coke and Mentos.
Awesome.
So,
Do we need to cross the door?
yes, it does walk. So I think it's on. Hi.
Hey.
Con los dulces y
I know.
See, no, we were talking in Spanish. I can't understand it.
So they're adjustable. So we wear safety goggles because
I have double the safety
in science.
I'm ready.
Nice use of safety goggles. Yes, safety first.
So what are we about to do?
So we're about to. Yeah, you want? No, hey, go ahead and explain. What are we gonna do?
Coke, when you put Mentos in Coke, it's a chemical reaction thing and it explodes. No, it's not a chemical reaction. It's a thing.
So it is a chemical reaction.
It is definitely a chemical reaction, yeah.
And that's what they'll be. So
Yeah.
after the experiment, they'll get to go inside and discuss it and kind of chat through what happened.
Okay.
But yeah, it is a chemical reaction that happens with the carbon dioxide in the soda. So that's what causes it to explode. A, safety goggles on.
I know. I just gotta take. Is it gonna go all over here?
You guys ready?
Yes!
Bigger.
You gotta put like more of them. Yeah, you gotta put more. Yeah, better. Like
I think we also need another bottle. Yeah. I send you like a cake.
Don't waste them all.
Put them all in there. Yeah, let me see. Put them all. More. It's not doing it. I want one. I know
What do you think?
Because they're already in there. It already exploded.
So maybe the gas has already exploded?
The bubbles. There must be no more bubbles.
Yeah, so what are the bubbles?
Carbon dioxide.
Yep.
So what happens when we put the Mentos in there?
It makes a double.
Chemical reaction. It explodes.
So there's all the carbon dioxide in the Coke, and when you put in the Mentos, there's what's called little nucleation sites, and it's just like little bumps that are just on the Mentos from how they're made. And when you put the Mentos in there, all the carbon dioxide kind of like goes to the nucleation sites on the Mentos, and then all the carbon dioxide is trying to get out of the bottle really quickly, so it makes the Coke. Let's finish explaining.
Yeah. We need another Coke bottle.
So you still want to, you want to drink it along?
Yeah, I'll drink it.
I'm going to go. So that was the wonderful experiment. So we're about like 10 minutes till the end, so now they'll just do a little bit of wrap up, and basically they have journal, yep, they do discussion, and they all have composition journals, so they write about their experiments, they write about their observations, and get to reflect for the day, and then we do. Put them on.
with the cars in terms of energy?
We were using things to move it, and we were using energy. Wow.
Okay, so, what kind of energy?
Kinetic, and
so when your car is moving, it has kinetic energy.
And
but
the other one.
How do you give it that energy?
I forget. Potential something.
Okay, so you could start out with potential energy and turn it into kinetic energy. Other thoughts?
Thermal energy.
So we weren't heating anything. What about your rubber bands? Elastic energy. So if you're like this A and Sarah here were kind of slingshotting their car, so they were converting elastic energy to kinetic energy. What about other groups? How did you make your car move?
We were using the paper clips and the yellow magnet, so they could make the car move.
Yeah, so we put the magnets on the car, and then so it would be attracted to the magnet, so it would move towards it.
What kind of energy do you think that was?
Magnetic energy?
Yeah. So kind of like potential energy. Yeah, stored energy that you're using the magnet to make your car move. Anything else? Did anybody do anything different to make their car move?
We used the rubber band, we tied it around the car, then we connected it with paper clips. Started moving it with the magnet.
Right. So essentially, in terms of moving the cars, we're always converting energy from one form to another. We're never like creating new energy or destroying energy. So you're always turning it from one type of energy, so potential or elastic, to kinetic when your car is moving. What about the Coke and Mentos? We kind of started talking about it outside, but what do you guys think about that? What was happening?
It was exploding.
Little bumps on the Mentos, and the carbon dioxide goes into the bumps, and then they would explode half the bottle.
Yeah. Other thoughts?
I think it was a chemical reaction.
Yeah, so basically the carbon dioxide is trying to get out of the bottle, so it kind of collects in the nucleation sites, so the little bumps on the Mentos, and then it's all trying to get out at once, so when it all comes to the Mentos and then escapes the bottle, that makes the explosion.
What if the bottle's closed?
Well, good question. What do you guys think would happen if the bottle was
The
closed?
cap would explode, and it would like
Okay.
go everywhere.
We like how everyone over here is raising their hands. Sarisha?
Yeah, the cap would pop off.
Cap would pop off. Nora?
Yeah.
Sorry, Iman.
There would be too much pressure on the cap, and it would probably explode off of it. And also, there was this video that we saw in our science class where they had what was it? Dry ice in a bottle, and then they put a cap on, and there was too much pressure on it, so the cap exploded off, and it made a hole in the ceiling.
Alright. Yeah. So if you didn't take off the cap, it would just, all the carbon dioxide would just be like leaving the Coke but staying in the bottle, so it would get a lot of pressure in the top there.
And then it would go up into the sky.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to have some reflection time. So write in your journals. Think about how you used the design process today. And
So while they're journaling, I think we're gonna go around and just ask the girls what they think about Science Club for Girls, so we can get some of their voices in here, not just mine. How about that? That sounds
what's
good.
important in designing the program?
Before you guys write, could I use you as our Facebook lovely show? If you wanted to talk about what brings you to Science Club for Girls, what do you hopefully like about it. And what keeps you, this is your second year in it now, so what keeps you coming back?
Well, I come to learn, so in the future, I want to be an engineer, so I want to learn more about science now. In the future, I'll know what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to do it. Yeah.
I like to go to Science Club for Girls because you learn more science than you do in science class. You can get mad. It's fun to come back each week and learn something new.
Thank you for those wonderful responses. Some future scientists, already scientists. Girls, do you want to talk a little bit about what brings you to science club?
So I came here to Science Club for Girls because I really like it and it's really interesting, and I think it's like a really good opportunity for girls that are like a bit like confused about science to learn more about it.
I came because I'm really interested in science and I wanted to know more about what I was interested in and learn more about like what I was doing, learn more than what I was doing in science class with other girls that are interested in the same thing.
The reason I came to Science Club for Girls because it's different than we actually have in science, because we don't get to do projects and then get to the deep meaning of why we're doing it.
Really great answers. Thank you so much for those wonderful, thoughtful answers. I'm so glad you all are here. Awesome. So we're going to wrap up. I hope that you enjoyed this live feed with Science Club for Girls. If you want to learn more, we're at www.scienceclubforgirls.org, and you should check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well. Thanks so much.
And Twitter.
And Twitter too. Yes, and Twitter.